Welcome to Good Mythical More. We ask you to tell us your stupid little mistakes you've made, and we're gonna rank them. How are we gonna rank them? Let's decide in a little bit.
But first, we're gonna freeze frame.
I bet you we already did, but let's. Do that too, so they'll have options.
Okay.
Yeah, what I mean by how are we gonna rank these is like, are we gonna go from
big to small?
the stupidest or the best or the ones that make us horniest?
Let's do stupidest and maybe secondarily, which ones make us horniest. And I was told by Chase that we asked you guys.
Try to hit the K on that.
Chase.
No, you said it sounded like you said asked. I'm like,
Yeah, I don't put the K in.
You
That's my new thing.
asked Chase.
I asked Chase. Yeah. Sometimes I ask Chase, and it's my business.
I'm glad I didn't see that.
But it's kind of funny how I put the K on Chase, though, wasn't it? You like that? Chase?
Yeah.
There's nobody named Chase.
There's no one like you either.
So Chase said that he asked y'all to give like salacious things mistakes that you had done. And he said that the mythical beasts are so good, or maybe they're just so private, that they didn't have anything salacious to say. So we ended up using your small mistakes. So if this episode sucks, it's your fault.
Ooh,
Well,
and that
they're
is
all
a big mistake.
silly. They're all comedic. So if anything, the mythical beasts understand
The assignment?
what entertainment is.
I think what we
The
should
assignment?
do is
The assignment.
we should take these down so that
Okay, I'm going to be reading them
we
in
can
the
put
order.
it anywhere.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay, you'll figure out. You figure out what.
keep them in order. I
Okay.
just don't, there's no reason to go ahead and have them up there ranked.
Sure. Okay, first one, pacifier. My daughter woke up in the middle of the night. I went to her crib while keeping the lights off, besides the glow of a sound machine. I realized she didn't have her knuck, which I guess is a pacifier. Knuck. Have you heard that one?
I think that's the sound the baby makes when sucking on the pacifier.
Okay. And I saw it on the floor.
Never heard it though.
I bent over and picked up a dog turd with my bare hand.
Oh, well, at least
This
you
is
didn't put it in
from-
your child's mouth.
Or
I am Mitch Lang.
did they?
No, that's the end of the story. Ended on picking up the dog turd.
A poor soul that was at my house yesterday, who I won't say who it was. It was a guest that was visiting.
Okay.
Sean's pretty good about not crapping on the floor, but he had a very exciting day yesterday. And so when he got home, he crapped on the bathroom floor, the guest bathroom, and somehow one of our guests proceeded to put both feet in it. One and two, and then stepped around the house.
Is this bare feet, socked feet, shoed feet?
We don't let our guests go barefoot. So it was a shoed person. It wasn't a horse, but it was a shoed person.
Were they small enough that they
I
could
didn't
step
see
on
it.
it with both feet?
I
at the
didn't
same
see
time?
it. I heard about it, and then when I got home, I saw that Jesse had written in a Sharpie on a scrub brush, "poop." So basically, like the poop brush is a new brush. It's just like, don't use this for anything because I used it for poop.
Like a hairbrush?
No, like a brush that you like hold like that, because I think it got all around the house, and so she was like getting it off of all kinds of surfaces.
Yeah, but you can clean a cleaning brush.
And then do what? Brush your teeth with it?
No, clean other stuff up.
No, this is a poop brush.
You gotta be careful, because if you read the poop brush upside down, it's gonna say boob brush.
Oh, boob
and then
brush.
you're gonna think it's the boob brush.
Oh, gosh. Okay, well, I'll call her in a second. Baby, don't use the poop brush on your boobs by accident. I'll just text her.
How's her boobs gonna stay smooth if she can't brush them? Pacify,
Coconut oil.
we've all been there. I think this is pretty good, but I predict there's at least two that are worse.
Who hasn't touched a poop?
I stepped on a
Okay.
poop last night.
Oh, why were you keeping that? That was so relevant.
Why are you keeping your poop from us?
Well, I didn't want to one-up you.
Okay, well, let's keep going. Let's see if you do.
I was wearing flip-flops, and I was walking down the hallway, and we have this rug in the hallway. It's like a runner, and it's it's very detailed, so you really can't tell when there's poop on it.
Poop hides.
There's like a log right there, and the only way you tell is because you're stepping, and all of a sudden you don't have to step as far.
All of a sudden, the flop doesn't flip.
It's like when you're walking on steps, and then you realize you think you're at the floor, and there's one more step, and it's the opposite of that.
Oh, a little
I think
bump.
there's going to be rug, and then there's like something, and I'm like, okay, there's the rug. Now what? Ooh.
How old was it?
It was pretty dang fresh. It's embarrassing.
Do you ever find a turd on the floor and just think, I'm going to let that one sit
Oh, hell yeah.
until it dries up?
No, until somebody else finds it. Because he who finds it must clean it.
Oh, come on. That's cold.
We all do it
We have a little flag we put in the poop.
in our house.
Poop flag is right next to the poop brush.
So if you're the first person to see it, you
Hold on, now
flag
Jessie
it.
might be putting flags on her boobs, though. Now she gets confused
Yeah.
if he sees the poop flag as a boob flag. Oh, this is a problem.
I like that, though. You identify that it's there, but then the next person who sees it
it's
has to
just-
clean it up.
I'm just talking about the fact that it dries up and it becomes easily extractable from the floor.
Unmuted. What's this?
Was on a customer service call when I asked for a card number. When I asked for a card number? Okay.
Yeah.
They responded that they didn't have it handy. I was unaware my mic was set to my laptop, not my headset. So me thinking I muted myself, I said, "Of course you don't. Why would you be so prepared?" She was not happy.
Oh, dang!
Spicy boy.
That is
DG.
really unprofessional. I mean, you must not enjoy your job, at least in that moment, to be saying something like that. We've all been there, right? Good answer.
Yeah. Good answer, Family
Jeez.
Feud.
What is Link's problem? He's being such an idiot today.
So, Carney, hit the poop button. I mean, the
Your
mute
finger was on the button.
I don't, I feel for the folks in customer service. You are on the front lines and the front lines of capitalism, and it can't be easy. I would think that things like people not having their card number, there might be a way to let that be a welcome distraction. It's just like, okay, you don't have your card number. I'm going to read the book that I've got over here while you get
They
it.
probably have a quota. That's the problem.
Oh, that's true.
A lot of the things now, before you talk to a person, you got to enter in all that, which is nice.
Sometimes you have to say your number.
You
Say or enter your number.
kind of whisper it.
Well, then here's the problem with me.
I get quiet when they start asking questions. I just get quiet, and they keep asking me questions. Then all of a sudden, I'm talking to somebody.
I had to call the airline, and so then you call. They ask you for your flyer number, and
You're frequent.
you're frequent, and I don't know my number, and my number is on my phone, and so they're asking me, and now I got to get out of that app and get into the other app, and by the time I've gotten to where I can get to the number, now all of a sudden the menu options have changed. Now we're on to something else.
Oh,
What do I do about that? Memorize the number?
don't do anything.
Write the number on my hand?
Do nothing, and you'll get to somebody.
But then they'll be like, what's your number? And I'll be like, give me a second.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
Does this make you hornier than the poop? Or
Yes.
Okay.
And there may be an inverse scale. We'll have to see.
I like a woman in a headset, so yeah.
well, that was from @spicyboydg.
Okay.
You're like
all
a
right.
woman who's talking to someone else while she's with you.
It was just my attempt at mild humor.
Okay. Yep. By the way, I have cooled off.
Oh, good. Thank God.
I had to towel off my entire body, and then I did what I always do. I didn't take a shower. I ain't got time for that.
Right.
I blow dried my body with the cool button.
I think it's Blue Drew or Blue Dry.
I blow drew my body with the cool button,
Blow Drew. What is it?
That's Blue Drew.
and I went right up up into the taint.
Thank you for that information. Thank you for that.
Let me tell you, dust and debris was blowing everywhere.
It's been a while, huh?
You were in
No,
there.
I exited. I got out of there. Hey, maybe getting hot and sweaty is that's what causes you to perform well. I mean, like
I won.
You won. You had to have some athletic prowess.
Yeah, and look at me now. No taint dust.
Maybe your problem growing up was you never got warmed up enough. They never let you get warmed
up. I
up.
think that was it, yeah.
Huh.
I bought a banjo, not knowing how to play it, still having student loan debt, never learned to play it, then sold it at a garage sale years later at a fraction of what I paid for it. Okay. At PETA. That's kind of... When I said earlier these
This
are
made
really
the cut,
silly...
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
but hold on. I'm real
I
horny
had
now.
not read
Hold on,
down
I'm
the
real horny.
page.
Bing, 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 bing.
Yeah. Makes me think of Deliverance. Exactly.
Yeah, it's more of swish, swing, 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 swing. You know?
Do you know that Link and I have just a little fun fact? Link hasn't. I
haven't.
have rafted down the river where Deliverance was filmed.
Really? Did you squeal like a pig?
It is on the border of North Carolina and South Carolina, or Georgia, and you know where Georgia and North Carolina meet? A lot of people don't know they kiss at the tip.
Mm-hmm. There's a river
What's
there?
the name of that river?
Shenandoah?
Our friend Eric was a guide on that river. And you remember when me and Mike went on that little trip, and you didn't go for some reason?
Yeah.
He was on that river. It is the Deliverance River. And he was
But
in
you don't know the name
He
of
was
it.
in a phase, Chattooga?
Chattooga.
He was in a phase, Eric was, where he was wearing rope sandals. He was a river guide, and they all had rope sandals.
Mm-hmm.
Have anybody seen the rope sandals?
Why you want to know? Mustard.
Well, I was going to say, did you see Brittany Broski playing a banjo? Can that girl play a banjo too? Why every day this talented woman?
She has so many skills. It's deep. She's deep.
Every day
skills.
she's coming out with
Can
something
she?
else.
Yeah, well, I saw a video on her not so secret Brittany TikTok where she was talking about how Dolly was able to play with nails, and she was with acrylic nails, and she was trying to do it.
Yes.
And she was basically doing it, but she was demonstrating that if I didn't have these nails on, I would be playing the heck out of this banjo right now.
What is upcoming? What does she have?
Oh, well, she's releasing music right now.
Well, I'm saying that her skill set is, and she doesn't even say, it doesn't start with, hey guys, FYI, I can play the banjo. No, we're already into, we already should know.
I think
Brittany
she
Broski
probably
can play the,
she probably knows sourdough. I would think that. She probably could do that.
to make,
well.
yeah.
And I could think she probably knows how to operate a abacus. She seems like the kind of person that would do that.
Okay, well, I'll be looking out for that.
I'm sure she can play the recorder because, come on.
Hold on now.
And
but to be good.
And I don't know. She might have an ant farm.
Yeah. Okay.
So those are probably the next few things.
Mustard. Working at McDonald's, I burnt my hand on boiling water by mistake. Oops. But then, this old lady working said she needed to massage mustard on it. I'm in pain, needing to put my hand under water, but I didn't want to be rude, so I just sat there while she massaged me in mustard. It's from @MissPeachy96.
Well, we don't know how it ended, if it worked, but I don't think of mustard as a salve.
And I mean, really massaging a burn in and of itself sounds horrible. Never heard of that.
And I think there's a reason we haven't heard of it, because it's not a thing.
That's a big one. That looks really dumb. It's your burn. You're not trying to please people when you're,
But it was an old lady.
in pain. But yeah. Oh, was she an old wife with a tail? Because I guess
wives' tale.
that's what it is, right?
What's the condiment that we discovered that if we put it on you, it will burn your skin?
Hot sauce.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That makes
groundbreaking.
sense.
And ketchup, too,
Is
if on
acidic.
long enough, because it's got
Is it the vinegar?
Vinegar. There's vinegar.
Because mustard,
Probably has
does
vinegar,
too.
too, right?
I don't get it. You know, when I was drinking the hot stuff, it splashed on my face, and like I had to put a cold cream on around.
Well,
I made a cold cream goatee before I started blow drying my entire body.
Yeah.
Which,
Now you see why I was not present for any of this.
you know, I got my dad to start doing this. I talked to him about it on
Blow drying
dispatches.
stuff?
Yeah, and I talked to him about how I blew dry my whole body, and I got him to try it, and he enlisted his wife Nancy to help him.
Oh God. Well, you should have made a stipulation that you can't get your wife to help.
No, I think it's good bonding. He's
it's
so
not.
hairy. His body's so
Yeah,
hairy.
and you're gonna make a woman sit there and blow dry that?
She liked it, I think. That's what they
For now, she might.
He poofed up like a poodle.
Like a what?
A poodle.
A poodle.
A poodle.
He poofed up like a poodle.
He pooped up like a poodle.
That's what he said. What's this?
Not me.
samples.
But when I worked at Cold Stone a long time ago,
A lot of
I
people
saw-
work. You know what? A lot of people doing things. We got customer service. We got McDonald's. We got Cold Stone. People serving.
I caught a new employee about to give samples with spoons from the used bucket.
Oh,
I asked him, has he given out any other samples from that bucket? He was like, yes.
yeah.
So somebody ate a sample of a used spoon from at Full Metal Asian.
Chances are you've done the same.
But this is not even, I mean, this is throwing somebody else under the bus.
Yeah.
Well, it
makes me
starts with
horny.
not me.
Yeah.
Not me, but
Y'all haven't done much, I guess. That you're finding out things that people did at Cold Stone that weren't even you.
I wonder, you know, it was probably good for him. Spread a little spit, you know, exchange a little biome.
Yeah, it's not nearly as bad as you think.
Yeah, they
It's
were
all
probably dry.
It's all perception.
But you put them in the can and they're all in there. So it's not just exchanging with one person. And there might be a slurry.
you probably get like a super bacteria, which is can be a good thing or a real bad thing.
Is there an ice cream slurry that's like came out of people's mouths
I
at the
think-
bottom?
You think most people, what percentage of people will lick a sample spoon clean? Oh, this is a great question for you. When you get a sample, do you do the crazy thing that you do where you don't take all of the ice cream off, even with a sample spoon?
If I don't know if I'm going to like it, I might.
So you sample the sample, just to be clear.
Right.
The whole point of the sample is to see if you like it. I don't know if I'm going to like this sample, so let me take a sample of the sample.
Yeah.
This is infinite regress, my friend.
I mean, I'll eat it all now because I don't want to have someone else have to eat it.
I'm just saying that I would have thought, until I thought about the way that you do things, that there's no ice cream in the bottle of a sample spoon container, but now I realize there is.
Lando and I were talking about the best way to consume ice cream, and I do stand by the
By the mouth. probably.
cone. Yeah, not rectally.
Yeah, I've tried it.
Licking it off the cone. That's the best way to eat ice cream.
Any ice cream?
Any ice cream.
I don't feel like licking gets you enough in
There's
your mouth.
not enough things. Well, let me take that back. Yeah, I'll stay by it. There's not enough things to lick. So when you can lick something, you should take full advantage. What?
I think there's plenty of things to lick.
There's not enough things to lick. So when you have the opportunity to lick something, go for it.
But if something's real fun to lick, it's real fun to also just to bite.
I thought of all people you'd be with me on this. What is that? Vore?
I used to work on a Disney show. And one time during a professional Zoom call with Disney TV execs, I somehow taught them about vor, ? It was like 10 minutes of me flustered and stumbling, but they seemed thankful, ? From at in case you art.
I know what vor is. You know, vor is the erotic desire to be consumed by or to personally consume another person or creature.
So it's horny.
Or an erotic
Is horny
attraction to
cannibalism?
the process of eating in general. So,
I have that written back here, and I
Oh.
forgot. It was written on your card,
Oh.
and I as you were saying that, I didn't see you reading it, and I just had a moment of like, how does he know? He
but
knows
see,
the exact.
But you know what? I
pronunciation.
love the fact that you didn't assume I was reading it. You assumed I knew it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Something's working.
Yeah, all of your BS.
So this is what we were just talking about. I think I have vor. You have lick, whatever the lick version of vor is. I'm like, if you want to lick something, I want to bite it. I want to eat it.
Okay.
Right? And so if there's ice cream in front of me, licking is not, it's just like, that whole thing can be inside my mouth right now.
Substandard.
You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough, brother. I'll lick, you eat.
So
Licking,
You
licking.
talk Disney people about this.
Biting buddies.
is this why that new movie's coming out? Inside vor?
I'm also standing by this ranking.
I tried to come up with a Pixar pun real quick, and that's all I could come up with.
That was good.
Inside vor.
Yeah.
Vor story. Sometimes you gotta clap for yourself. Are you going to see vor story?
Watch an extra naughty episode of Good Mythical Weekend on the Mythical Society now.
He was wearing
people with family.
shoes.
Gross.
He's wearing those shoes with the individual toes. That guy.
Yes. What?
He
He was allowed in?